Hey folks, welcome to Affiliate Nerd Out. I am your nerderator Dustin House, spreading that good word about affiliate marketing. And today my guest Tanner Braden. What's going on, man? Welcome to the Nerdatorium.
Yeah, man. Happy to be here. You invited the world's biggest nerd to join you, so I feel right at home here.
Well, I'm a little over 125 episodes deep. That would be quite the bold claim. I've met a lot of nerds in this industry.
Yeah.
But if you want to try to take the podium, let's see it today. Tell us about you and who you are.
Yeah, so I've been in the affiliate industry for about almost 5 years now.
Okay.
Started actually as a translator. I speak Mandarin Chinese, and door opened after door, and slowly wandered my way into affiliate marketing, specifically in the B2B SaaS industry. So I've worked for Lucid Software, and most recently for PartnerStack itself. So it's been a fun ride, and here I am.
Yeah, and I don't know where I came across some of your content, but I had an interaction with you being the affiliate manager over at PartnerStack, and you answered my emails quite nicely. I was impressed.
We're good.
You calmed me down because I these should be converting. What's going on? And you had to talk me off the ledge there. You did pretty good about it.
You were asking good questions, and so I'm happy I was able to help out.
Yeah. Well, today's topic is going to be all about SaaS products, first principles of affiliate marketing. But tell us more about what you do in this space.
Yeah, so I recently, just in the last few months, pivoted away from my full-time role at PartnerStack. I still work with them as a fractional consultant, still helping manage their partner program. But I wanted, I'm just excited about what else is going on out in the industry. I want a little more flexibility and autonomy there. So um, I've been doing mostly fractional consulting work with various clients lately through Right Side Up with Amy Scanlon and her
Yeah.
team, which has been awesome. And then I've been doing my own app development, actually, mostly vibe coding. I know a little bit of code, but been using Replit and stuff to build my own apps and my website and stuff. So I've been having a lot of fun just exploring and experimenting and finding what works.
Okay, gotcha. Amy is a fan of this podcast, so she will hear your that shout out. But she refuses to come on, and I don't know why. Like, I cannot get her on here. And talking about one of the biggest nerds in the industry, like she just uh, I love talking to her, but I cannot get her in front of the microphone. It's infuriating.
Oh,
Uh,
she's great. Yeah, we're cut from similar cloth, Amy and I. She's really been awesome to work with. So
Everybody says that same exact sentiment about her. She's great. So we're talking first approaches and first principles of affiliate marketing. Tell me about your approach and why it's a little bit different than most.
yeah, so when I still remember when I first started helping. Well, I first joined the Lucid Software team, and they had an affiliate partner program on PartnerStack, and um, they had set it up and kind of hoped it would run on autopilot, as many companies do, and it didn't. And so they like, oh shoot, we got to hire somebody. Let's bring Tanner in and see what he can do. And I remember I first like jumped in with what I call like a top down approach, which is okay. They want me to somehow optimize this program to generate more revenue, cost effectively. And so I was asking questions like, how do we get more affiliates? How do we activate our inactive affiliates? How do I increase our response rates, increase our conversion rates? And there was some gains to be had there, but it didn't, perform as well
Mhm.
as anybody would have liked at first. And so I remember I had this like pivotal moment where I was like, okay, what if I tried like a more bottom up approach? In engineering, they call it like first principles thinking. And so I
Okay.
asked myself like what is marketing? What is an
All right.
affiliate? What am I even doing here? And I mean, happy to dig into the details, but basically, like, I did this like bottom up approach, and it helped me identify these like gaps in my thinking, that I these blind spots. And we like redefined what an affiliate was for Lucid, and it unlocked some like new partnerships, and it really started moving the needle in more measurable way or significant way. And that was a huge insight for me. And so now whenever I come into these new programs or I'm working with new clients, I I simultaneously do this like top down approach and a bottom up approach. And usually the bottom up approach like has some pretty significant implications for the overall strategy of how to do it.
Great. I love the theory and the concept. This is kind of what it is to do an audit. Like I think of things in the same kind of vein of eh, uh, it surprises me how many companies haven't gone through the process of creating a partner persona
Yeah.
of like, hey, who is your ideal affiliate and how do we get a hold of them? What is their title? What what is their motivation? Like when I approach brands, they're just trying to get affiliates and like they're looking at those numbers and they forget about this thing and starting over. And I think that's a really smart way to go about things there. Um, Now with that, like, do you have a checklist for you even started like what is marketing, but like, do you have a checklist for this bottom up that you go through?
Yeah. Usually, the way I start the process of this bottom up questioning, this like line of inquiry, is I usually ask people like, "What is an affiliate? Like, how do you define an affiliate?" So
Okay.
maybe we like try going through it. I'd be curious, like Dustin Howes, how do you define an affiliate?
Ha! I uh, somebody with traffic drives traffic to a merchant and earns a commission for uh, whatever the conversion is. That's the simplest form in my mind.
Right on. So this is again where I think I have a different view than most. And I'm not saying
Okay.
that I'm right or wrong here, okay?
Oh, go on. I want to
But
hear it.
the way I approach it, so in order to know what an affiliate is, you need to know what a partner is, and you need to know what marketing is, and you need to know what your company is,
Okay.
right? So the way I start is you have, and I'm going to focus. My experience has been in the B2B SaaS world, so I'll speak more generally, just like SaaS in general, software products. Say, so you have a company and they have a software product, and put it, oversimplifying it, there's basically kind of two main functions in the company. There's the build the product team. There's like EDP is what they call it, engineering development and product, or engineering design and product. So there's the build the product team, and then there's the sell the product team, also known as the go to market team,
Okay.
and that involves marketing, sales, and customer success primarily. Um, and so the goal of the go to market team is to understand the problem that the product solves, to understand the customer that has that problem, and then to help find those customers and move them through the customer journey.
Hmm.
And I like the bow tie model. If you're familiar with it, it starts in awareness, and then education, selection, onboarding, adoption, and expansion. Okay,
Wow.
so
Yeah.
that's the go-to-market team's purpose, is to find customers and move them through that customer journey, and by helping them, right? And then marketing is a slice of that customer journey, specifically the awareness and the education stage. And marketing can do all these things to try to find customers and help them move through those two stages. And they can do a lot of those things on their own. They can also leverage partners to help them with the marketing and awareness stages. And so, and I promise we're getting close to affiliate. Um, so there's what I think of it as is there's partners that are overlaid across the customer journey, and there are marketing partners that help with the marketing stage of the customer journey, and there are many different types of marketing partners.
Okay.
One of which is an affiliate partner. And the way I define an affiliate partner is a partner that contributes to the marketing stages of the customer journey via one to many promotions, meaning they don't know who they're referring. They don't have a direct relationship. They have
Okay.
an indirect relationship. And there's many ways that they can do that. They can do, like organic content. They can do media buying. They can do, paid search. There's various ways that they can do that. And there are various ways that you can compensate them, right? It's most common to have a revenue share, like commission structure, but there's also like cost per action, like flat fees for certain events, or there's hybrids. Like one of the biggest things that I try to push back on is this idea that affiliate is like a payment model.
Hmm.
I hear that a lot, that it's not even a partner type, it's a way to pay partners, and it's strictly rev share. And I just haven't found that as a useful paradigm. I think it's very limiting, and it constricts what you can do, and it often blocks off and walls off what is most effective. So I'm going to pause for a second. I've been talking a lot. Any of that register? Any questions? Any feedback?
I don't think you're wrong by any means. I think that is a unique approach to it, in the sense that, affiliates can fall anywhere in that conversion funnel. There are openers, there's our closers, and your traditional influencers are the guys that are opening the door, and then your coupon sites are those closers a lot of the time, and they're all bulked into this affiliate name. Like, they're all bringing traffic in a different journey portion of that. So
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the concept. One thing I really heard in that presentation there, like the affiliate manager that comes on board rarely takes the time to think about this, right? And they even spend less time learning about the brand itself before digging in and trying to start producing numbers and start trying to find the affiliates that are going to make a difference. We're When you come on to a client and on board with them, what's one of your first steps as this consultant, like learning about the brand itself?
Yeah. So, in my opinion, the top down approach, which is what you're talking about, is like just diving straight into optimization and like
Yeah.
recruitment and discovery, activation, that kind of stuff. Um, that is not mutually exclusive from a bottom up approach. Like they can be run in parallel, they can be simultaneous. And so that's usually what I do is when I first jump on, I will help, and I'll go find the low hanging fruit of like, oh, hey, you have some top partners here that, there's more to be more to be done here with these partners to increase their volume or improve their conversion rates or whatever. But at the same time, I will start this like bottom up approach of like, what is this company? Like, what is this brand? What problem are they actually solving here? And what's their niche in their market? What's their ideal customer profile? Who are their customers? And one of the biggest like bottom up questions I ask is who out there, what third parties have already earned the trust and attention of this company's target customer?
Mhm.
Like, who are they heeding? Who are these customers listening to? And anybody that your ideal customer is listening to is a potential partner. And in my opinion, your ideal partner. Are they listening to LinkedIn influencers? Are they listening to YouTube creators? Are they listening to, top ranked Google SERP listicles? Like, who are they giving their trust and attention to? And because that's ultimately, again, I think that's the primary purpose of the marketing team, is to earn the trust and attention of the target customer. And once you've earned the trust and attention, you can help them discover how your product can solve their problem. And so you can either earn that trust and attention yourself, or you can find partners who have already earned that trust and attention, and you just earn the partner's trust and attention.
Mhm.
And then you can leverage and tap into the customer trust and attention that they've already earned. And
Let's
so,
let's dig in more about that trust aspect. What are you doing as an affiliate manager to gain their trust to get them?
yeah. So first thing is understanding them,
Okay.
understanding who they are, what do they do, and what are their goals. And I think it's easy to fall into this mindset of like everybody just wants money. Um, while that is very true in the affiliate world, it's more nuanced than that. Like the way they want money and the kind of money they want, and how do they expect the partnership to work, like what their ideal partnership looks like, can actually vary quite a bit from partner to partner. And so, usually, in order to earn a partner's trust, I I first start by ensuring that there's audience overlap. So there's relevance there, that their audience overlaps with my ICP.
Mhm.
Um, and then I just reach out to them and I'd be like, hey, there's overlap here. I'd love to partner with you. What does your ideal partnership look like?
Ah,
And they'll just tell you. They'll just say, my ideal partnership is Hive Rev Share when they make it super easy for me to create content or whatever, right? And then I try as best as I can to build the partnership in a way that is directed towards their ideal. Because if they're excited about the partnership, they're going to invest into it and they're going to make it successful.
yeah, and I love that approach, and that question is excellent in getting responses. And so often, like you're as a consultant or an affiliate manager for that most, like the company themselves want this to be performance based, but the responses you get back with difference makers that are going to do something are, hey, I want some sponsorship, I want my time compensated to make this content, here's my media kit,
Mhm.
things in that nature. And then it's a negotiation process, but at least you got your foot in the door, at least you got a response, and now we can start having a conversation and hopefully get them onto a phone call.
Mhm.
um, so that is a journey. I want to go back into the partner persona aspect
Mm.
of this. You're in the SaaS and B2B space, and traditionally, this is much different than your traditional affiliates, especially in the B2 or D2C
Mm.
and product e-commerce world. What are you seeing as big winners here right now that you're saying, oh, this is my top partner persona when I'm getting on board with a new client?
Good question. Let me think about that. Um,
Well,
so no, you go ahead.
I mean, I always go after media buyers early,
Mm.
to gain traction, and those that understand that kind of product and that I've seen success with in the past. So I know I can get early wins going through maybe a sub-affiliate network or somebody that's trusted in that sense. But maybe you're finding, content partners to be more valuable, or you have closer relationships with them.
Yeah, um, from brand to brand, that I've found, um, at least so far, that the individual like top partner, let's say of the top 5 partners for this brand are unlikely to be the top 5 partners for this brand.
Hmm.
So I usually, when I first start, what I found most success with is, number one. I mean, this is affiliate marketing 101 is just competitor conquesting.
Okay.
Finding um, finding your brand's competitors' top partners,
Okay.
and then working with them. As far as like partner types, so again, I don't, just to make sure I'm communicating clearly, I don't often find myself thinking in terms of affiliate, non-affiliate. I just think in terms of partners and the different ways that they can work with us. And so, um, oftentimes the ways that partners work with me that seem to be successful are anyone that is ranking organically in Google SERPs for relevant keywords. So those content publishers, the listicles, that kind of stuff. very niche influencers and thought leaders.
Hmm.
So, they are an expert in the field that your product sells to and targets, and you're able to convert them into a genuine like advocate for your product, and they share your product with their audience. Like I've seen a lot of success there.
Okay.
But like again, that like creator influencer model, usually that's not rev share. Usually that's a flat fee or a hybrid model or something. And so I think oftentimes that gets like cut off from affiliate or walled off from affiliate, and I just don't see it that way, because we're all the payment model doesn't matter. What matters is like what KPIs ultimately we're contributing to.
Mm-hmm. I Another thing in the health and wellness space, JVs, joint ventures, are a big part of the industry, where brands will partner with other brands, exchange an email telling about a non-competing product that would be good for their audience, where there's overlap, right? Like this audience would love this product and vice versa, and they can exchange a goods of sending an email to their huge lists, right?
Hmm.
I don't know how prominent this is in the SaaS space, but I have a feeling it's going to be growing in this
Yeah,
space. Have you tested out anything in this realm yet?
I haven't, to be honest. I have seen it. I've seen more and more, complementary brands partnering up and cross promoting each other. I have not personally engaged in campaigns like that, so I couldn't tell you. I
Yeah,
wish but maybe someday.
yeah. Um, and another space in the B2B and SaaS world is LinkedIn and YouTube seems to be big dominators for creators, and top of that funnel for sure. YouTube traditionally helps close a little bit harder.
Hmm.
LinkedIn, I haven't figured it out. I've got 15,000 followers, but I haven't figured out really how to make those things convert a whole lot for
Hmm.
products that I'm just introducing. But when I say it 10 times because I really believe in the product, that's when those conversions really show up. So
Right.
that's an interesting space. Hey, moving on into, like, you're a developer mind, but working in an management and networking
Hmm.
industry. Uh, and you're also into the holistic uh, path. Like this is your passion in the future,
Hmm.
apparently. Like I found the way that you structure your website to be just really unique. And can you tell us about your work life balance and what you're doing out there to that might be a little bit different and healthier than most affiliate managers?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm on my own journey here, and
Yeah.
I did a really hard pivot in March where I stepped back from my full time role at PartnerStack, um, to pursue more, entrepreneurship and independence and stuff. And like I love PartnerStack, and I work specifically with Tyler Calder, their CMO, and he's just amazing, like really really awesome guy, and I've loved working with him. But simply put, like I don't know how deep we want to get into this. Um, I I've been struggling with burnout for quite a long time, um, and like even though on paper I looked like I was being successful and doing well, like mentally and personally I was not doing very well. And um, one of my favorite measurements of this as a affiliate, techie guy, my favorite metric for wellness is your experience when you're going to bed. And when I was going to bed for years, I felt completely exhausted and wiped out, and feeling like kind of like a failure, like I really didn't do very well that day, and just like dreading the next day, like
Mm,
not looking forward to what I have to do the next day. And that was most nights.
okay.
And I'm just like, man, I do not want to, like life is so short and precious, like I don't want to live this way anymore. And it's also like affecting how I'm showing up as a husband and a father and stuff. So I was like, something needs to change, right? And so Um, I have a lot of books I could drop and stuff, but basically, my goal has been to start trying to be living more authentically and bring my life into greater alignment with my values, and um, focus on doing what I want to do with my time instead of doing what I feel like I have to do or should do with my time. And that has manifested in, multiple ways, including like I started a couple podcasts. I've been, creating, I have a blog. I have a bunch of different apps that I'm trying to build both on the, like mental health side of things and the philosophy side of things, as well as professional side of things. And so, um, I've just been pivoting away from the trying to pivot away from the more traditional full-time 9 to 5 role, kind of, sign your soul away to whoever's the highest bidder kind of thing. And trying to just like live the life that I want to live and write my own story. And so far it's been amazing. Like I've changed. I'm a completely different person than I was 3 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's been that fast of a transition. That is great. Thank you for sharing that. I often do talk mental health on this. I had a stint a year ago where I went into a deep depression. I'm not usually a sad guy, but and I get on camera and I've got my persona of having high energy and joking around, but like when I was off camera, I was like thoroughly depressed. I didn't even have to get on medication.
Mm.
And I'm okay opening up about that because it is a problem that a lot of affiliate managers may be having. I still
Yeah.
have like weird nightmares of like Excel files of like
Yes.
I can't get out of this nightmare of like I've got to get this work done. I'm waking up every couple of hours and not getting good sleep, and it's a pain in the ass, but it is part of life. And I'm glad to hear that you're doing and making changes. Like, what was a breaking point for you in that? I've got to make this change.
Yeah, man. I don't think it's as, I think it's more common. Everybody's suffering silently. I think, and we're all masking. And um, I, there was a bit of a breaking point. Yeah, I think of it more like a tectonic shift where there's the buildup of pressure and then finally it just like slips, right?
Okay.
So there were quite a few things that contributed to it. One was I discovered that I'm neurodivergent. I'm autistic. I've been diagnosed with autism and ADHD fairly recently, about a year ago, and so that contributed to it. That's been really really helpful for me to better understand myself and my mind. And but I think like the real breaking point was honestly for me was like I've always wanted to build my own stuff.
Hmm.
Like I've learned, I've built a career on selling other people's products and solutions, but I've always wanted to build my own.
Yeah.
And then I discovered Replit, which is basically a vibe coding platform, if you want to oversimplify it. And I was like, I started experimenting with it, and I was just blown away that like I can actually build stuff now. I don't have to, like, I know just enough code to use an AI tool to build apps that are like good. And that was like, this is what I want to do. And
Okay.
I don't want to waste my life doing work that I don't want to do when now the work I want to do is possible. So
Okay.
but yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
We'll drop a link to that. This is a great message for those affiliate managers out there. I'll share it with my community as well.
Thank you.
Please come and join. And I'd love to have you on in the community to talk about these things a little bit deeper in the future
Hmm.
as well. So let's do that. But hey, we're wrapping up. Thanks for your time today. Appreciate it, Tanner. Where can we find you?
Yeah, just go tannerbraden.com. You got, I'm constantly building stuff and it's all over the place. So you most likely you'll find something that's interesting there because it's a total chaotic mess, but lots of fun stuff going on.
Awesome. All right, that's it for us here, folks. Keep on recruiting. We'll see you out there. Take
Thanks,
care.
Dustin. Take care, man.